Hey everybody, just finished up a farm run right now, and this is actually gonna be my first episode of Road to Max Cape, and you guys might be wondering like why I'm starting this right now, and actually it's because like to be all like in all honesty, boss drops right now just suck. Like you can throw a whole bunch of words in there to describe how much they suck, but yeah, pretty much long story short, they're terrible right now. Like, I mean, I did hold on to that BCP I got, and I sold it the other day and got, I think, 7.8 mil off of it instead of like 6.4, which was what I was gonna get if I sold it like the day I got it. But I'm up to 40 mil right now. I have like 200k in farming supplies, so not really too much. So like pretty much I'm at 40 mil, and so yeah, I got 240 mil. I did a bunch of QBD a little while ago, and I have some clips from that. I might roll those at the end of the video, like right before my outro or whatever. But actually right now, I did also get like 80 agility and then some other levels that I didn't actually film because I hadn't decided that I was going to be starting a Road to Max Cape yet. But basically what's going to happen with this is I'm going to alternate back and forth between Road to Max Cape and not Road to 138, which I called my Bossing the Bibles in my last video. I did notice that. I usually like listen to my videos before I upload them, but for some reason that one, I think I was really busy that night, and I didn't listen to it, and I uploaded it, and I messed up on that, and I actually called it Road to 138, because that was pretty much, Road to 138 was my first series, if you weren't subscribed to me when that came out, and I don't really know exactly how long ago I finished that, but I finished it up like a little bit, couple days before the EOC came out. I started it back in July, I believe, and it was just pretty much me going on my Road to 138. I'll throw a little annotation up on the screen. You guys can click that. It'll take you to the playlist. It's really not too much, and I'd have to say that like I've improved a little bit since then. Like the first episode was kind of the first time I really made like a real like quality video, I guess. It wasn't that amazing, but before that I pretty much just made guides and a bunch of other stuff, which I've taken those down now because they were all before the EOC and most of them were combat related, or the other ones just weren't that good, so those are all down. But like my Road to 138 was like the first time that I really started like scheduling content and making it good. But what I really want to work on with these two series, which I'm going to be running, they're basically the same thing, because Bossing the Bibles is me trying to get money so that I can actually like pay off the Bible skills, like finish up farming and do crafting and construction and that type of stuff. So like the reason for Bossing the Bibles is to get a max cape. So what I'm going to be doing is the first part of my Road to 130, I keep messing this up, but anyway, the first part of my Road to Max Cape, which sounds awesome. I'm really looking forward to getting a Max Cape. I'm far off right now, but you know, it's not really too bad. I think I can do it. And so the first part of that is going to be while Bossing the Bibles is still going on, and I'm going to be mainly focusing on the more like grindy skills, the ones that don't really take money to do. And so that'll be the Hunter, maybe a little bit of Slayer. I'm kind of waiting for the new Slayer updates to come out next year. I'm really looking forward to those. Agility, I have Greater Sure-Footed, so basically every 2 hours I can do 40 minutes of agility and not fail. And so what I'm doing is just using Summer Pies to do the Gnome Advanced course, and that's actually working out pretty well for XP. And then I'll also be doing mining and a bit of smithing. I'm probably going to superheat my ore as I do mining to get my smithing up along with my mining. So I mean, overall, like I'm going to be focusing on those types of skills. And then when I finish up Bossing the Bibles, after I get somewhere around 500 mil, I'm not sure exactly how much it's actually going to take. I haven't fully priced it out. But like when I do get that, I can probably then like that'll be the end of Bossing the Bibles, and from there I should be fairly close to being finished up with all of my other like grindy type skills, and then I can just focus on buying out skills and finishing up and getting a max cape. And I did notice one thing, like this weekend I did a little bit of like research into it, and Livid Farm is like about 1.5 mil farming XP. So before I go get 99 farming, I do want to get a comp cape, so Livid Farm is a must. And so I think that I'm going to do Livid Farm. Probably by the time I hit 90 farming, I'm gonna at least be starting it. What I think I'm gonna do is try and host like some Livid Farm events once a week for my clan. I'll just take the clan avatar there so everyone can get a little extra farming XP, and then like stuff like Group Venge for like dungeoneering, different stuff like that. It's always really helpful. So anyway, that's kind of my explanation for like the start of this series. So for Bossing the Bibles, I'm up to about 40 mil, and then, well, this is pretty much the first episode of Road to Max Cape, so I mean, welcome to that series. Gonna have these coming back and back, and whatever armor that guy has there looks pretty sick. Is that one of the new armors, or am I just like not remembering some other armor? Anyway, I'm going to go into this portal now, check it out a little bit, and then I'll be right back. Okay, well, all I have to say is I think the world is going to end in 10 days because Jagex is actually making good content now. First of all, with that, don't have it on video, but CoinShare, now you can get effigies from that. That's awesome. But then, player-owned ports. I've been looking forward to this update since it was announced at RuneFest. And I didn't go to RuneFest, but I watched pretty much every video that was put out on it. I just didn't really have the money to fly all the way over to England because I live in America, as you all know. But, you know, they actually gave me a reason to turn on my voiceover, like, audio sounds now. Like, I don't know what it was, but like that cutscene that you just watch when you first come through the portal and you talk to this guy, it has like an arrow pointing over, go talk to him. I talked to him. I was really disappointed that I didn't have my audio sounds on, because I've had these things off since like I started playing the game, like about 2 weeks after I started playing as a free-to-play noob. I turned my game sounds off because they were just annoying and horrible. I've never really turned them on since, but like, I don't know, like, they moved it out of the chat box. They actually have, like, good subtitles now. If there's a way that I can find to replay that cutscene, not sure that there's going to be, but if I can replay it, I'll show that to you guys. But, like, they moved it out at the bottom of the screen and, like, made it almost movie-like, and it's really awesome because the graphics were amazing, and if that's the stuff that they're going to start doing, and if they can push out better stuff with HTML5 when that comes out, I mean, RuneScape could just be like, I don't know, people might start actually playing RuneScape for the graphics, and, you know, that's just, like, mind-blowing. So, I'm going to keep going with this, and, yeah, let's see how it goes. Alright, so I just got to basically where I'm setting up my first voyage to go out. The port's pretty much fallen apart, and there's an island out not too far away, and so what I'm going to be doing is sending out a ship to go get some bamboo there to help restore the port. And I mean, so far I'm loving this update. 2012 overall, just updates sucked. They were terrible. I mean, they reworked graphics and they did some other things, and they spent all of their time making EOC, and it just like sucked so much of their development power out. I'm really happy that this is out. And so let's see, if I click on here, it'll say I have morale 51, combat 103, seafaring 309, like a bunch of different stats on a bunch of different things. I'm not exactly sure about how everything works. Like I said, this is the first time I've been here. The update came out today. I just got home, ran upstairs as fast as I could, turned on my computer, and like got on here, went straight here after a farm run, of course, because, you know, can't waste too much XP. But yeah, overall this just looks awesome, and hopefully if I really get the hang of it, I can get out a guide for you guys. Not really sure what that's going to entail, but I do know that over the course of my Road to Max Cape series, different training methods that I'm going to be using, different things like that, I will be getting guides out, and then along with bossing the Bibles, I'm going to try and do some solo guides for different God Wars bosses, stuff like that. So I mean, I want to get these series out because I really like making these series, but at the same time, I still do like the making guides thing. That's what really got me started on YouTube, and I'd like to continue with that because when I started my Road to 138 series, I like stopped making my guides, and since then I really haven't made any guides. I think I made one, and then Jagex like nerfed it, and it turned out to be like negative money per hour, so I just took that down. But overall, yeah, this is just really awesome. So I'm gonna try and get this out, learn a little bit more about the player import, and then I'll be back. Alright, so right after that one screen, I was just that. It basically, like, I like the way that it moves around with the interfaces on, like, this whole minigame activity type thing. Instead of making you run to, like, different places around the port, it kind of just pans out and then, like, rotates to wherever you are and then goes back in. And then your character will, like, move over there by his or herself, whoever you are. Cough, guys in real life, girls. But anyway, it's really just nice how they did everything with this, and like it's nice little menus here and stuff. It's something unique that I haven't really seen any content like this in RuneScape before, and it just, if they're gonna keep making content like this, I mean not specifically like this, but like this level of development, I mean sure before they put a lot of like development into content like behind the scenes that we didn't really see too much, but I mean at the same time it just like, nothing's really, I mean, like I said before, the past year has just, the content's really been lacking. And I mean, I know EOC took a lot of work, but like, I mean, even so, when it came out, it wasn't even ready. So, you know, it's really nice to see good content like this. So I'm gonna set out on my voyage. I have a 98% success chance, I guess, and it should only take about 30 seconds. So that's good. The partner tells you resources are needed to get the port back in action. And so you are done here for now. Click the close button to exit the shipyard, and then I just click that, and see what I mean? It just takes me right back over to where I was before. So I mean, it's really awesome how you just move around this whole place, how everything's set up, and so far I haven't been let down with how much I was really looking forward to this content. So I'm hoping that I like it even more as I go through it. Okay, so my ship just got back to the port, and so now it's time to get the results. So I gathered 140 chimes and 120 bamboo. So basically what I did, I just sent out 2 traveling drunks. That's all you have to work with at the beginning, and you go out on that first mission. And so now close that out. And it's just basically, it looks pretty much like you just go out and you collect resources as you can, and then I'm guessing you'll get some trade goods that you can work with for other different things. But I mean, overall, it's just, like I've said before, I might be repeating myself a lot, but I'm really impressed by this. Okay, so now it's time for me to fix up the bar. They've added a new icon up here, upgrade buildings, and so I go here, and I have a dilapidated bar, and I can change it over to a refitted bar with my bamboo, confirm that yes, I want to do it, and there we go. Looks like it's done. So now I just go back over here and talk to the barmaid, and I don't know if I have my system audio on or not.
Wonderful. The place looks far better.
So I'm hoping that you guys are catching the system audio. I'm not sure that it's on though.
Go and tell John the good news. I think he's in the office. I heard him arguing with Duncan.
But, you know, before, when they started doing, like, the voice acting type of thing, I really didn't pay much attention to it. I think I did, like, I listened to one, but it just really didn't appeal to me too much. But now with this, I don't know, I find that I'm more prone to just, like, sit back in my chair and listen to it. The one thing I don't like though is that like your character doesn't have a voice, and like I understand that because your character's kind of like the embodiment of you in the game and whatever, but like at the same time it'd be cool if they just had like a male voice and a female voice like to go over like your character. That'd be kind of cool. Okay, so in the behind the scenes, or not behind the scenes, actually, the like update, the like little official thing that comes out on the homepage about the update, it said something about different choices that you can make with Meg, who is standing over there. I still haven't talked to her yet, but basically she is like for the people who don't have their like 90 skills, like the fishing or prayer, rune crafting, whatever. You can talk to her and she'll go out and do different things, and it's kind of like managing miscellanea in the sense that like she goes out and she'll gather things over the course of the week, but like she reacts to different things. And so like right now it looks like that reaction might actually come into play with other things too. And I'm actually going to go with Lighten Up Duncan. A nicer bar will attract a better crew, because I want to get more crew members.
I can't pretend to understand, but I'll defer to your judgment, Portmaster. Anyway, on to business. I was thinking about that adventurer who turned up at the port. We could use someone with his skills. I don't.
Adventurers will turn up at your port each day. Adventurers give access to special voyages and better rewards. As you unlock more of the... I really don't know how to say that. Wushenko, I believe. The Wushenko Isles. Adventurers will let you access voyages to earn parts of Forgotten Scrolls, XP, and trade goods to make new items. What I'm really looking forward to is hopefully getting my hands on some of that untradeable armor. I think that I can make it into tradable armor, and I might do that depending on how much it sells for. But, I mean, the untradeable armor is better. I'm not positive yet, but I do believe that the tradable armor might be not as good as Next gear, because, I mean, Next is pretty hard content, so that might kind of be something that they want to keep on top, considering that, like, people could just kind of use this to get all that gear and then sell it off. So, I mean, I understand it takes so much work to get, like, 90 plus skills, and, like, having untradeable armor for this activity is really cool. But, like, if they did make that new tradable armor, if they made that, like, better than Next gear, I just think that would be a bad move. So I'm really hoping that they didn't. But, XP, I'm looking forward to seeing XP rates from this game, because, like, not many other minigames give good XP. And, there Matt goes saying that he'll get Comp Cape before me, although he's really far behind in levels, but, you know, whatever. So run over here and talk to, oops, need to talk to this guy over here. And looks like he's not voice acted, so Jagex, you lied to us. You said that everything was voice acted. Okay, so I think that now I am pretty much finished up with the entire tutorial, and so from now on, I think it's 12, I didn't really read it too carefully, but I think I get 12 new voyages a day and 15 potential crew to recruit. So that's actually pretty cool. I'll be coming here, probably stopping by each day, maybe multiple times. I really don't know too much about it yet. But now I have an upgraded bar and an upgraded office, and I'm done the tutorial. I can run 2 ships at once, so I think I'm going to go get those out. Okay, so now I think I'm going to start like upgrading my ship. The rudder increases your speed by 200, so it's not really too expensive to get a sturdy rudder, so I think I'm gonna buy that, because faster runs makes everything faster. So, let's see. Activate? Yeah, there we go. Alright, so let's see. Deck items 2, what's in there? Weathered rigging, small crate of food. Alright, so selected, I have the weathered rigging, which gives an extra 100 morale, and the equipping gives a extra 100 seafaring. So I think I'm gonna need to actually look into this. Might try like ship 1 extra morale and ship 2 extra seafaring. Not really sure exactly what I'm gonna do yet with that. Let's see what the hull does. Well, I have nothing unlocked that I can do yet. But looks like the hull's just overall like gives you a lot better stuff. Blazing lantern hull, that's impressive. Alright, let's see. Go over here, check out deck items 1 and small crate of food again. So I can do deck items 1 and 2, I can have them the same thing or alternating things to get either 200 morale or like 200 seafaring, or split between them. To look into that. And then the figurehead, what does that do? It gives you, that one gives an extra 100 morale instead of the 50 combat that my current one gives, and this one gives an extra 100 combat. Alright, so I don't think the morale is too important yet. I need to be able to defend myself, I'm guessing, so I think I'm gonna go ahead and spend a little bit to get the sturdy ram so that my ship can defend itself, and then maybe I'll go with the morale on one of these. So this is giving me seafaring, and I'm going to go with a morale on one of those. Let's see, did that change my success rate actually? 75 to 75, so it's still saying the same, but alright, so this one is on morale and this is on seafaring, so I think I'm going to keep it like that. And let's try this. I have a 75% success rate, so let's start that voyage. Adventure on the high seas. Confirm. And now I have a little bit of time left until it gets back. Pretty cool stuff. And just one thing to note, guys. When you buy something for one ship, it does unlock it for all. So, like, I bought the one rudder for my first ship that I sent out, but it did unlock it for this one, so things are interchangeable. You're not going to be just, like, making one ship your best ship, and then having other ones just go out on, like, less than, like, good voyages, kind of just using those for the bad ones, like you've done in some other games, maybe. There was one game that I played, I forget what it was. It was on the PlayStation 2 a really long time ago, but you would send out ships to do different things. It wasn't exactly like this, like it wasn't even close to this, but like you had to upgrade ships, and so what me and my friends did, we just got one ship, upgraded that all the way, and we'd send that out on like the main missions, and then the other ones would go out on side missions. So I really don't know why I just told you guys that, but you know, it fits, so that's cool. Okay, so I sent out a ship, and while it was going and everything, I decided to go over and talk to Meg, because you can send her out to do a bunch of different things. And it's actually pretty funny. Like at first, like throughout the player and ports activity, everyone acts like, you know, you're the greatest person to ever have graced their presence. So it's just kind of funny, like the different reactions they put in. And the reason I started recording now was because one of the options is to tell Meg to shut up, which, I don't know, I just found a little comical. Okay, just thought I'd throw this into the video. While I was waiting for my ship, I read the patch notes, and now, one thing is that attacking the wrong ghost in dungeoneering, like if you're in a ghost room where you have to attack the ghosts, used to be pretty much you could just run in there and power through it, just kill all of the ghosts. But now they made it so you actually have to do it the way it was intended and the way you had to do it before. And then the other thing that I noted was DH got nerfed today, so the stat effect for DH has been lowered. And then also the, I have no idea how to say that. The ANKH, that's what I'm gonna say. The ANKH now, that was nerfed a little bit. I believe my one friend said it was 5 hit bonus or whatever. So, I mean, that's pretty much it. Just read through that, and it shouldn't be too long before my ship. Okay guys, so I was just looking at this little captain's log, and it's a pretty, like, useful thing. It'll, like, show you just a bunch of different statistics about your port. Something I found pretty funny is, like, it's called Captain's Log, and it has rune date 3940. Like, it's just, it's a little funny reference to Star Trek right there. But overall, it's pretty cool. It tells you like your status of your ships. It'll tell you the people who are in your port. So like, I have my whaler right now, and like I can see that he's in the port. But say if I got the like guy who's the person related to Herblore or Prayer, I can see that they're there, and I can rush over and send them out on a mission or whatever. And then here it shows you the different recipes that you have. Rocktail soup is the new best food in the game, and I think that you have, I'm not sure exactly how this works out, but you have 0 of 4 basically. So I need to collect, I think, 4 to be able to make it, or maybe I can make weaker versions when I have like 2 or 3, I'm not really sure, but I'm guessing that you have to have all 4 to make it. And there's also these things called scrimshaws, which they basically go over here in this new little slot kind of next to where the auras used to be, or not used to be, the auras are over there. These are on the right side of your hood. And so what they do is, it's kind of like auras if you look at it. It just gives you a bunch of different things, like imparts a chance for high level gems to drop while mining, or adds a chance to cause bleed or poison to every ranged hit, just different useful stuff like that. And then over here it'll tell you how many recipes you have for the different armor that's out. And I'm really looking forward to hopefully getting my hands on some of this Death Lotus armor. And so I think that you do need 12 like recipes in all to be able to make all of it. And so, you know, it looks really cool. And so I'm really liking the whole player imports update. Okay, so I cut myself off a little bit with my recorder back there, but basically the clip that's playing through right now is just like me doing the troll invasion minigame. I did that, and then I also used my D&D token for it. So I did it twice, and basically that was how I got 80 agility. So I mean, if you see right now, I pretty much just took out Cliff pretty quickly, and the whole thing's actually pretty easy. I think probably if you're like 90 plus defense, you can probably do it really easily just using Void. But if you're below 90 defense, depends on your skill with combat, you might be able to do it very easily with Void. But then if you're not as experienced and you're just overall not that good, or I mean, I don't really know, if you're doing the hard mode and you're below 90 defense, maybe try it out the first time, just use your best armor, go through and just give it your best shot, and then you should be able to get it like through with that no problem. And so then when you're done with that, you should just like maybe go back and then do like go through the mini game again when you're like not getting points from it, like the XP reward, because you can do the mini game like every month for XP, but then you can also do it for I guess just fun or whatever. But go and try it with like different setups, maybe using Void and some other stuff, and you can just see what works that way. And so that's pretty much it, guys. Thank you for watching my first episode of Road to Max Cape, and should be getting a Bossing the Bibles out pretty soon. But so far, player and ports, I'm loving them. I know that was most of what this episode was, and then I just kind of threw a level in at the end. But like I said, I wasn't fully sure that I was going to be starting a Road to Max Cape. So hopefully next episode I should have some more levels for you, and then some live commentary. This one was actually really long, like probably the longest thing that I've ever done episode wise, but you know, it was pretty fun. And I mean, the player imports got me talking for a while. So let me know in the comments below if you like these longer videos, or if you like it, if I would keep it like 10 minutes, less than 10 minutes, somewhere around that. Just let me know what you think in the comments below, and I'll like change the episodes up a little bit. So once again, thank you guys for watching, and have a good day.